Buongiorno. Today we're in a special church, an unknown church almost, the Church of San Paolo, St. Paul, in Assisi. And it was a parish church, now it's often closed. And it is important because it was the place in which the last 2 days of the process of canonization, or running up to canonization for Saint Clare, took place. So in this church, 5 individuals were testified to the sanctity of Saint Clare. These 5 were lay persons, one of it which was a woman, Bona, who had a special part in the bringing into of Saint Clare. That when Clare, as a young lady, would visit St. Francis, she of course needed someone to be with her, and Bona was with her. Although not at the time of the absconding of St. Clare, Bona went to Rome for that special Lent, that Clare prepared herself to give herself to be received entirely by God and to give herself totally unto God. So we have now this Church of San Paolo, as far as I can tell, is the base of the confraternity of Saint Rufino, who is the martyr bishop, who is the patron, now with Saint Clare, of Assisi. And we have here this painting of the martyr Saint Rufino, surrounded or being reverenced by Saint Francis, and with Saint Clare, who's holding the Eucharist. So Saint Clare, as you remember, or if I haven't said, she grew up in the shadow, so to speak. This is COVID time, I have my mask, put that down, of the cathedral, which is now the cathedral, the Church of San Rufino, which was being greatly expanded at the time. Her family had 7 knights. We learned this in the process of canonization. And they were part of the beginnings of the confraternity of San Rufino. So when they went out to battle, on their shields or on their banner, they had the symbol of San Rufino on that. So for Saint Clare, her family, they had themselves a special devotion to Saint Rufino and protection of the saint's patrimony, which was the city of Assisi. And yes, so for us, Assisi, we only think of Francis, and hopefully we think of Clare, but Saint Rufino still has a major presence. And thank you for being with me on this way, and to be born along in the dual meaning, and born with an E also in English, born along in this way of holiness, of goodness, of beauty, which is the way of life, the way of Jesus Christ.